Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sarel van Grennen, aka Mr. VG, and I'm excited because we're starting to get to the end of this video so we can get into the exam practice. This is the last video that I'm making about loans. This is specifically how to calculate the final payment after paying an extra amount every month. And then I'm looking to answer the question, if there is a part payment because I paid more every other month, how much will that final payment on the loan be? Let's take the scenario of Tshepo. In the previous video, the first video about present value annuities, we calculated our monthly payment to be 14,900 Rand. Then in a follow-up video, we said, okay, but what if she pays 16,000? Well, then she's going to pay 197 full payments, one part payment. But now the question is, what is the value of that part payment? That is what today's video is all about. So when we talk about the final payment, there's a two-pronged strategy. First of all, we are going to calculate the balance outstanding after the last full payment. Then we're going to take that amount and we are going to blow it up. We're going to accrue it for one more month until we have to pay that final payment. So in other words, I'm going to follow this two-pronged approach. Number one, let's get the balance outstanding after the last full payment. Now the balance outstanding, I'm going to use the accumulated value minus the full value of the payments. Question, why do I do this? Why this approach and not the other approach? After I fold it in, I will explain it to you properly. Okay? The reason why I'm not using the present value formula is because that n after the 197,03 ... that comma ... comma 03 ... in very technical mathematical terms, I'm not really allowed to use that inside a present value formula. Although it is accepted in exams, it's not really mathematically correct. The reason is that the formulas for both present and future value actually is only for natural numbers, because that's where we get the formulas from sequences and series. But please understand, it's not going to be marked incorrectly if you use the p-value formula with n being 0,03, that extra little bit behind the comma. But for me to satisfy my own mathematical pedanticness, my own mathematical correctness, I'm going to use this balance outstanding formula. This tells me that there's 518 Rand and 78 cents that is outstanding, that is still owed exactly after you've made the 197th payment. But when are we going to make the full payment, or the last part payment, I mean? You're going to make it at 198 months. So I need to take that 518 Rand, and I am going to put 1 month's worth of interest in it, because the bank's not going to let that money just lie there and not add interest. The greedy people. So I'm going to say the final amount, the final payment, is 523 Rand and 32 cents. This is a nice short video, but if it gets asked, it's usually broken up into two parts. Maybe they'll ask you for the balance outstanding and then the final payment, Or maybe, just maybe for 6 marks, they'll tell you, calculate the final payment. But just follow this basic strategy. Get the balance outstanding after the last full payment. Put 1 month's worth of interest on that. So this is Sarel van Grenen signing out. Have a beautiful and wonderful rest of your day. Sign in because there's some amazing exam practice videos coming up at the end of this chapter. Keep well. Cheers.